So when I had a meeting with the NCA, they also said that they will be calling for a stakeholders meeting that they will involve me, the press, MTN, all the telecoms, so that we can just identify the problem. And I made a suggestion that I don't want to identify the problem. I want the problem to solve because you cause all the problems. So just
Of
just
course.
solve it. Was if I identify the problem, how
And
would
don't you
that
think
solve
they
the
know the
problem?
problem? They know the
So
problem.
they know the problem. They know the problem. They know it.
Of
They know
course.
the problem because there are a lot of taxes on
Exactly.
them, and also I don't know the reason. You remember the last time MTN took down the Zone
Yes.
bundle, it took them so long before they announced to the public that, oh, the reason why we took this Zone bundle is because the NCA or the government, blah blah blah. That was when people were pressuring
Exactly.
MTN, because as an MTN you need to release a statement like right after you took down that offer that people are
Exactly.
enjoying, but you just wait for people to just mount pressure on you before you release the statement to the public. That is how it even raises a red flag on this MTN. They just solve, like they just solve we the how they value we the users, because recently they even allow GRA to add taxes on we the merchant without even alerting we the merchant. How is
Exactly.
that
It's not
possible?
supposed to be so.
Yes. So MTN here question mark they on them. MTN question mark is on them. So as time goes on, we will get the needed information, the necessary information. Then we will move accordingly, because currently we are on the NCA, and as things keep on folding, we will keep moving this campaign. This campaign is
Exactly.
not stopping unless something positive has happened in this country. If not, these people will never make
Of
any
course.
change. They will not
Of course.
make
Of
any
course.
change. Yeah.
And I even care less about Telecel and Airtel, because if MTN is being checked, automatically they will have to check themselves too. Because right now in Ghana, MTN is almost is like MTN is having the biggest customer base now. So if MTN is being checked,
So,
if MTN is
yes.
being checked right now and their data is low, Airtel Tigo and everybody will just follow, because they will be losing customers to MTN.
Sure.
So I
Sure.
think,
MTN, there is a big
of
question mark
course,
on MTN, and probably they might think that they are the biggest network provider in Ghana. But if we consumers decide that you are not trying for we the consumers, definitely we are going to put a lot of pressure on them, and they are going to, whatever the problem is, just solve it. We don't care if the NCA, if taxes are on you, we don't care, just solve it. We the consumer, we cannot afford it anymore. So the pressure will come on both MTN and NCA, both MTN and NCA. We don't care, because you don't even value we the users, because sometimes you can just implement something without even
informing
alerting
the
we the
people, no
users.
text message.
So
And you have access to that. MTN
yes,
can just do that within a second. They can just inform all their customers just within a single message, because they have
yes.
everybody. They don't even do that.
And also one problem I have it, when as a merchant, when you are pushing, like you are sending money to someone, on the confirmation page, you need to see the taxes that you are supposed to pay.
Exactly.
But MTN hide those taxes. They hide it. So after you have finished completing the payment, then that is when you will see the tax that you paid on, and that is not
That's
acceptable
of wrong.
for a company that you value users, because confirmation page means you have to show everything that contains that payment, but you cannot hide that part, that tax part. Then after the payment had been sent, then you are showing the person that, oh, you paid 30 cities or 20 cities. It is not acceptable. MTN here, there is a big question mark on it, and we are definitely going to, as time. That's why I said as this campaign keeps on going, things will keep on unfolding, and we will move
Of
accordingly.
course.
And as time now, we don't have to just move forward. Oh, MTN, NCA, but we have to just keep the momentum, and definitely we will achieve something positive.
That's right. We are on it. We are on it strongly.
Yeah.
Yo, Charlie. Yeah, so quick one.
Yeah.
Yes, quick one. My name is Daniel. I'm in the cybersecurity industry, and you know, this is something that I've been longing for because for the purpose of research and development, there should be the need for affordable internet bundle. You get it? It is only in Ghana, I think. Um, I thought this used to be normal with individuals, but then I have also seen that NCA is doing something that, I think is very abysmal. Why should suppress MTN for other firms to, or like you thinking that suppressing MTN will make other firms better? It doesn't make sense. Like in marketing, there's something called red ocean strategy. So if all these people are competing for the same customer base, then you should encourage the other competitors to be innovative enough. Because I think recently I saw a post on MTN try to bring out this virtual MasterCard or something. So you see, it's like MTN has the ideas and cool, but then NCA thinks that if they are to suppress MTN, the other telecoms will do better. And that is wrong. Like for me, that has if you are to follow NCA and the way they are, treating MTN, you conclude that like this is what they intend to do. Yes, because I don't know. I think there was a communique that they came to justify why they told MTN to, reduce this zone data bundle thing. It doesn't really make sense, honestly. It doesn't really make sense. And
Yeah.
this is and bro, like you said, there was a time I think you confronted MTN, and then I think you posted something whereby a customer service representative was like, even them, they didn't know this particular tax also was introduced, and I was like, so is it mean that like there are no
Yeah.
checks, like or whosoever is just doing what he or she wants? Because it doesn't make sense. If you've added secret taxes, let us know, because at the end of the day you are passing a burden to us which we ought to know, or we have to know. You get it? But then and one thing I've seen about NCA, anything they'll come and justify. Just like last week when like you were pushing this agenda last week or two or so. Yes, they came to justify why the prices are so, and Ghana is the cheapest, blah blah blah. For me, like honestly, immediately I read that letter, I realized that no, it was in quotes bullshit. It doesn't make sense. We want the solution. Like, what are you doing about it? We didn't ask you to come and clarify or justify anything. We are suffering. Like, we are suffering. This is an industry, and the vice president is championing um, digitization, right? But then if we are not having affordable data, then how can we strive to get where we want to get? So yeah, bro, you are doing a very good job, and we are all helping to champion this cause. But then I would like to say that once this NCA battle is done, we should move on to DSTV, yes, because there are also another people that yes, they are taking advantage of us. Wow. So Charlie, yes, keep up the good work. You are doing well.
All right. Well, currently, I don't have any evidence to back this, but what I see is that the government, people in government wants to get rich quick. That's how they operate. So any company, any investor in the country, they will just try and merge with you and see how they can collaborate and make money out of the consumers. That is how I see things. Because the NCA, you are supposed to protect we the consumers. You are an intermediate. We have employed you, an intermediate between we the consumers and the telcos. So how did you make a decision that is against we the consumers, that we are even paying you? How?
You see, that's some bullshit. And the people keep complaining that, yo, we don't want that. What are you supposed to do? You are just supposed to review everything and just cut us that slack. But like you're saying, yeah, they are in bed with MTN. Get rich quick scheme. I think that's what they are doing like right now.
Yeah. Hello. Coach Miller, your voice not coming out. I think you are having a technical issue on your side. Not coming. I think someone is speaking. Hello? Please, who wants to speak? Okay, requested. Let me. Someone just requested something to let me approve it.
Yeah, bro. I want to ask a question. Okay, quick one. So with
Okay.
this fight that you are doing, this very, very good fight that you are doing, is
Okay, so I've been listening throughout this conversation, and I just want to streamline or address a couple of things. Okay, then we will all be aligned in what we want to achieve at the end of this process. So number one, um, what we need to know or establish is NCA even delayed in tagging MTN as an SMP. Okay, per telco regulations, as soon as you have 25% of the market share, you're an SMP by status. So they reintroduced this to them because they noticed that MTN have a very stable and structured infrastructure. The kind of systems or what do you call it, infrastructure that MTN has is massive for our market. It's really huge for our market. In a way, MTN is being restricted from doing things that they are supposed to do because as soon as you keep growing bigger and bigger than the market, your taxes sort of increase. So number one, it's not that NCA is sort of undermining or sort of pinning MTN down. It is based on their market share that they have sort of acquired or amassed. That's why all these technicalities and telco regulations are being put in place. Now, what we need to establish too is telcos buy their bandwidth and devices in USD, and they need to strike a balance. Return of investment. We need to establish that. So what are hurting the telcos are one, the key three things are one, forex. Number two, OPEX. Number three, taxes and levies. You see, if we are able to sort of fix this issue on the issue as it stands now, we can't work on the forex because the forex has gone way higher. Like it's gone off. I keep telling people the forex is around 20 cities, but they keep saying no, it's around 16 cities. Telcos need to balance their books and make some profit. So those three things, the forex, the sort of taxes and levies, and then the operational costs, is hurting the telcos. They are really hurting the telcos, and they also have to make their money. Now, on the issue of MTN being in bed with NCA as a tad or unsubstantiated in the sense that we have something we call corporate social responsibility that every telco is supposed to do at least 2 or 3 times in a year. They pick up a sector or a project and then they get it done. That's why if you could monitor or you could sort of establish, MTN keep doing those sort of things. So the issue of sort of equipping a particular what do you call it, a particular computer school or whatever for the communication minister has been like some sort of, it's unsubstantiated because the issue is people need resource to cut the data pricing. They need solutions. They don't care about the aftermath, and you just don't care about the back ends of everything. All they want is solutions. Get us what we done. Get us what you can do to make us comfortable. Now, if you're not able to address the issues that are affecting what you call it, the telcos, we will complain, and then they will sort of, it will go on like deaf ears. Now, what NCA is looking at is like this project that you're going to deploy, the NGIC project, which involves industry makers to try bridge the gap between the sort of infrastructure and NTN has compared to AT and Telecel. Now, as soon as that project goes through and then they start rolling out, they will break the gap though, but it wouldn't affect the numbers. It will take 6 months to a year to affect the numbers, because since 2022, MTN was 5G ready, but then they came up with technicalities that our space is not ready for it, and then you already have this SMP status. You're going to hit other telcos and all that. Fine, that is not the issue of MTN. They are trying to improve their network, that's their coverage. However, because the other telcos are not sort of pulling along or getting close to their standard, it's hurting the whole telco space, and it has affected our end users, our experience. What we can do as individuals or as people who want to sort of push an agenda is, one, make sure government try to fix the issue of like forex, and then cut down on some taxes and levies that they give to the the telcos, for them to be able to work. Now, NCA, what they literally do is they design data caps for every telco. They give them a structure that they have to go by, and every data plan has an expiry date. Every data plan has an expiry date. Whenever they tell you like, oh, a data plan was like, oh, it doesn't expire, fine, they've given it longevity. But however, as soon as you finish using your bandwidth, that data has indirectly sort of expired. So like you do a rollover and then it continues. You do a rollover and it continues. There are a whole lot of technicalities with this sort of data pricing and but as end users, we don't care about those technicalities. But then the telcos care about those technicalities, and then they need to ride on those technicalities and be able to balance their books. Now, what can we do? What are we targeting now? Are we targeting data pricing, or we are targeting NCA, or we are trying to make people feel that like they are sort of undermining MTN? We need to restructure or revamp this agenda, because like it looks like we want data price reduced, but almost always.
Okay.
I'm giving like 2 minutes. I'll be done in 2 minutes. Almost always there are a couple of give me like 2 minutes. I'll just end my submission in 2 minutes.
Then make it 1 minute.
Okay, good. Almost always things sort of really don't happen the way we want it to happen. Now, who can we push it to? At the end of the day, the vice president pushing his digitization or digitalization stuff really don't care about what is happening on the NCA side. Because to be very honest, you don't really need internet to move something from analog to digital. All that you need is like just get the PDF file and then you're good to go. Then you do it. So that's why they have really, really not paid attention to it. So with me, the people that we can really push is like we push those who can because like the vice president has literally moved away from the economy. All he's thinking about is to digitize the economy. Those who can really work on the forest and cut taxes. Then those taxes, if they are cut, is going to help NCA, help the telcos to sort of review their pricing, their data pricing. All right, thanks.
Okay, so to on the summary of what you said, the NCA, the board of NCA, they are appointed by the president of Ghana, and just in case people think that the NCA are making decisions that are affecting we the consumers, we are definitely going to blame the NCA, and the NCA needs to go like sit beside the government, President Akufo-Addo and the vice president, that people are complaining, the consumers are complaining that you people are not treating us fair. You said taxes, forests, we the consumers, we are not responsible for the forest to make $1 16 Ghana cedis. Also, we the consumers, we don't implement taxes on the tail cost. So all the problem is from the NCA and the government. The NCA, they are appointed by the government. So the government, they are working with the NCA, and the NCA, they are working with the government. So the problem here is we are going to direct all the problems to NCA, and the NCA is definitely going to direct the problem to the government. And just in case we don't get feedback, we are definitely going to drag the government plus the NCA, and later on, if we need to add MTN and other telcos, we are definitely going to add them to get the positive feedback we, the consumers, need. Because at the end of the day, we are the one buying, and without the 30 million plus consumers in the country, there will be no investors in the country. But with the 30 million investors in the country, there will be more investors in the country. So we are the whole structure. We should be more focused. Just
Okay,
prioritize this, and that's it.
so let me add to what you just said. You see, there's a structure. NCA cannot go straight to government. They have to go to communication minister.
But we don't care about the structure. Like the structure was designed by the government. So we don't care. We, the consumer, don't care about the structure. Whatever the structure is, we don't care. So they just go to the government.
As soon as there is this mentality that I'm just trying to put like streamline a couple of things so that like when people are addressing issues, they know where to address it to. My issue, like what is happening is as soon as end user goes like, we don't care. Fine, end users change the economy for the forex. However, as soon as these telcos buy their bandwidth in dollars, and then they buy it in they buy those bandwidth in dollars, and then the devices in dollars, they need to strike a balance. Regardless of what NCA will tell them, they need to strike a balance. And if you should watch, if you're very peculiar with it, telcos don't necessarily sell devices to customers. They rather sell bandwidth so that they can get their money for the devices from the bandwidth. They only sell a device when you go there and tell them, oh, I have a SIM card or I have a faulty router and I need a router or a Wi-Fi to use. But then if you should go there like, oh, I just want this thing without the SIM card, they're not going to give you.
We understand what you are trying to say, but the problem here is who is responsible for $1 17 Ghana cedis? The president. Who is responsible for taking down MTN zone bundle? The NCA. So here, the NCA and the government, they are failing. They are the reason why data prices are high.
So let me put this across.
We don't care about structures.
No,
we don't care about bandwidth in forest. We don't care about taxes.
Like if as soon as you are coming up with something against somebody or for something to work for you, you can't go like, I'm going my lane and I don't care about what happens to the other person. As soon as you go with that tactic, the other person too will also go like, in as much as you don't care about how I feel and the money I've invested, then let's leave things as it is.
So they invested what? The government is responsible. We are not blaming MTN. The government is responsible for everything that is happening now. They are putting more taxes. We are still paying COVID levy while there is no COVID. We are still paying 15% taxes VAT on everything that we buy on the supermarket. Like the government is responsible for everything that is happening now. So who should we blame? Like who?
Okay, so that I just wanted you to like we align and then we attack the right people. Because like
who are the right people? The government and the NCA. They are the right people.
The right people is the government.
Supposed to be.
Listen.
Yes. No, the right people, government, NCA.
Listen.
No.
Wait. So
cement prices.
Excuse me. So who are the right people? Who would you say are the right people for us to attack? So that's the question.
The right person is the communication minister.
And who is the communication minister? He's part of the government.
You don't listen. The communication minister is part of the government. The Akufo-Addo he the one who appointed the communication minister. So if she's not performing, just
exactly. See, recently they said cement prices has gone up. The trade minister said
there's no way Nanado can start.
The trade minister said
there's no way Nanado can
what
start.
do you mean?
Why? Why? There is no way. Why?
So
Oh, come on.
So that's Nanano's
Exactly.
problem.
That's the
That's
problem.
Nanano's problem.
That
It's
is
not
the
our
Please,
problem.
problem.
let him explain. Why?
Okay, so
Tell it. Okay.
there are a couple of things that, like, you know what I mean, Tesla is more like the Uforiata of like finance ministry.
We don't give a fuck.
There are some people Nanado can't touch in the government. There are some
Hello.
people Nanado can't touch in his government. Yeah.
Why?
There are
Why?
some people Nanado can't touch in his government.
Why can't he touch them?
It
I
is because he
don't
can't touch them.
Yo, Charlie.
That is a
Yeah,
Yo,
no
Charlie.
please,
no.
Yo,
let him explain. Let him
yo, Charlie.
explain. Please, allow. Please allow. Let him explain, please.
Oh
See,
no, quick
the
one,
issue
quick
Please
is,
one,
allow.
beg,
Let
quick
him
one.
explain, please. Allow.
I feel the person we should really be targeting is ESLA, not the NCA. Because the NCA is just an agency and they take
But
instructions from ESLA.
NCA reports to
So
ESLA, if I'm not mistaken.
come again.
If I'm not mistaken, NCA reports to ESLA, don't they?
Good.
Everything
They
is
do
a
report
chain
to
of
ESLA.
command.
So
And
if
ESLA
we
take it to
are
cabinet.
so if we are targeting NCA, that means indirectly we are targeting ESLA.
Simple.
Indirectly we are targeting the
Simple.
president. So we are targeting the
You
people in
understand?
charge.
It's a chain of command.
Simple.
Start from the bottom up. You can't just jump into the president's office.
So what I'm trying to do, the solution now, I'm saying that the solution now is like this project that they are coming up with. What do you call it? He said that one time that like he engaged them and then they gave him timelines and then they said that like until they roll out this NGIC project.
Charlie. People can't wait that NG, that kind of their own
Yo,
structure.
don't care about that.
NCA,
bro. You see, good. You see, the guy made a floor speech somewhere. Yes, the guy made a floor statement somewhere. He said, what
In this
digitization doesn't
internet,
really
yes,
take into
I really
consideration
wanted to say
internet
something about that.
and then it's just PDF. Yes, that's a floor speech. Yes, that's a very big
No,
floor speech.
You
You
don't
don't
say
say
that.
that because
let me tell you what. 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 Like say, let me tell you what. Let me interject.
Listen, listen.
Let me interject for 30 seconds.
Listen, I'm just giving you an example. Early this year when there was this submarine cable issue, you could see how
Exactly.
businesses
The
were
banks,
distorted
everybody
because
was not
it's like
working
right now 80% of the businesses in Ghana
for
use internet.
communication.
So if you are to tell me that digitization operates on PDF blast, seriously, that's a very big
Exactly.
floor speech. You're not supposed to say that. Seriously, like
No, like
listen,
you
what we
didn't
care.
get
Listen,
you didn't get the input of the comment I was trying to make. You didn't get the input of the comment I was trying to make.
Listen, listen. All what I'm just trying to tell you is that all what I'm trying to say is that internet right now has come to stay. It's vital. Businesses use it day in, day out. So like you can't just ridicule the fact. Yes. Yeah, so good. So like you can't just say that like events digitization is not anything. Hey, who said? And listen, I agree with tech. Listen, I agree with tech. Listen, NCA is an agency, like you said. We are right. NCA is an agency, but then we the consumers, Charlie, we are burdened with taxes. We are fulfilling our duties. So if we think there's something wrong somewhere and we tell you all what we care about is for you to fix it, other than coming to justify reasons and at the end, no, we don't care.
Simple.
We don't care. Honestly, we don't care.
You understand?
We don't care. We are telling you that we are
Recently,
suffering.
cement
Instead
prices
of you
have
to
gone
solve it for
up.
us,
What did
you are
the
trying to
Minister
give
of
me
Trade,
excuses.
what was he doing?
Oh, Charlie.
Cement prices went
I'm
up.
just
The
putting in
Minister of
structure.
Trade
Like,
said, whatever.
they don't have any solution. To be honest, they don't have any solution now. I'm telling you the truth. They don't have any solution.
So that is the problem. That is the problem. They are supposed to have solutions for everything because that's why we elected them into power. You understand?
They don't have any solution. What they are trying to do now is roll over that project, try to break the gap between MTN and then other telcos, and then they will readjust pricing. And the pricing, they're not going to cut down on the price. They can only increase bandwidth. So let's say if like 50 gig this month or last month was 25 cedis, all right, they will maintain the 25 cedis or drop it to 24 cedis and increase the bandwidth to like 75 or 90 gig. But with the money, but with the value, they're not going to change. Those are the pricing that are going. Those are the pricing effects that are going to pop up if they are to do anything.
But that's not what we need.
The amount will not change, but the bandwidth will go up because, like, see, almost every telco buys bandwidth and it goes to waste. Almost every telco buys bandwidth and it goes to waste Because when they buy the bandwidth, they don't tend to really sort of consume it, and then they have to rebuy. So I mean, what I'm trying to project is they don't have any pragmatic solution between now and the end of the year.
So
They are just
wait,
riding or
so
trying
like
to
Ted
ride.
was saying,
They're just trying to ride on.
then Nana Akufo-Addo needs to sack Ursula because we need somebody who has a practical solution. And there are people there who have practical solution to all problems. Like you can't tell me
The issue now is the forex. So if the dollar drops from 14, 16 cedis or 17 cedis to 9 cedis, everything will change, which they can't do and which wouldn't happen. That's the bottom line.
what do you mean?
They can't do anything about it.
You see,
So like,
the problem.
Do you understand the meaning of agency at all?
You see, the problem is.
Yes. Do you understand the meaning of agency? If you are saying NCA is an agency, do you understand like what an agency means when it comes to government? You are just an administrative branch of government. Do you get it? So if the people you are serving, like, is telling you that, oh, maybe something is wrong somewhere, it is your duty to report to your
Simple.
principal that this
You
and
have
this
to
is
take
what
it. You have to take it out.
Yes, and then you find feasible
You can't
solutions.
tell me there's no solution.
But that's why I'm just asking you
this
that.
is
Do you
what's
understand?
going on.
Do you understand what
They are
agency
very
means?
much aware of what's happening. And I wouldn't be surprised if they have a couple of anonymous people listening to this
Listen. We don't care. We don't care about any anonymous.
We care
We
less.
actually
We
need
care
them
less
to
about
listen.
the people
Listen,
who
we
are
don't care about any
in here.
anonymous something. We don't
At
care.
least
We
don't
actually
send the
need them to
message.
listen.
Hello, can we
Yes, we
also
don't
make
care.
some submissions, please?
Yes, we don't care. They are
Okay,
free
all
to
right,
join.
people can go
Listen,
ahead.
they are free to join. But what we are saying is that there's a problem. If the agency thinks that it can't solve the problem, Charlie, they should find people who can solve the problem.
Simple.
That's all.
That be what I'm talking about.
That's all.
If you can't do it, just find the right people who do it. Like, don't waste time.
find the right
Don't
people to
waste
do it.
time.
Is this Master Ghana,
They
pesa
don't
events formality me too much.
The way they destroy everything.
We are suffering. We are telling you, if you think you don't have the right people, so find the right people to do it.
about
Yes,
the
if
right
you believe
people.
in your
It's not
people,
about
let
the
them
right
do
people.
it. It's simple.
It's not about the right people. It's about the structure. They can go and bring the best economists in the whole world. How they've structured the government won't mean Ghana. Nothing.
So you for change the structure.
They've
That is why we are saying it's
Listen, you can't tell me that
that's a
story.
change.
You can't tell me that story. You can't tell me that story. You can't tell me that story. Because we are in this same country that they bring expertise from outside and things do work. But yes, if you are trying to say that our structure is rigid, why are some things or some sectors in
It's not rigid.
the economy
It's
still
never rigid.
progressing?
Exactly. See,
As a man,
recently they said cement prices has gone up. The Minister of Trade said what? He's forming a committee to check those people to be able to reduce the prices. Why can't they do the same thing with this thing that is happening? You can't come and tell. You can't come and say all that.
Any serious person doesn't listen to KT Amon. You see, with the cement bit, for the past 10 years,
you see,
cement
that's another problem. You are saying any
production.
serious person doesn't listen to KT Hammond, so which means KT Hammond is a problem.
Charlie, KT Amon is a Hammond for he's a minister for whatever
Exactly.
reason. For whatever, listen, the people, they are business people. They will try to play hard, they will try to do whatever. But if this guy doesn't formulate his law policies, takes it to government and says, this is what the law says. Now, me and you as citizens, we can hold them on and take them to court. Take that company that is doing, or charging with the wrong prices. We can take them. That is the essence of these guys. Supposed to, the policies, get things done, lay the structures. This is government. It all boils down to this government. Listen, if we're going to get them, this is the only time we have to get them before, after this year, whoever comes, trust me, nothing is ever going to be done. This is the time for me. Let me just, go straight forward. What I would suggest going forward, I'm suggesting that we just they should feel it, they should hurt.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
for
why
me, the bus
listening.
ends with Osla. Now, if we can change the hashtag to either sack Osla or get Osla to work, something that pinpoints directly to her to move. She calls the people. She calls and brings everybody together.
The guy brought up with the cement bits. For the past 10 to 7 years, cement production has been $7. Reason it was around 24 cedis way back 2014. But when the dollar moved up to 17 cedis, that's why it has affected it, and it's now hitting over 110, 115 Ghana cedis.
So whose job is it to check the dollar? it's not the citizen, it's the government and his economist.
It boils down to the government.
Exactly.
It boils down to the policy makers who
The right
have
people.
decided
What I'm
to
saying
rather
is,
take useless loans.
Exactly.
You are contradicting
You don't
yourself.
get, you people, you just
Yes,
don't
you are
get this thing.
contradicting
It's just
yourself.
simple.
You are contradicting yourself because if you are saying that yes, it all boils down to the government. So if we are telling those in power to do the right thing, why should you tell us that? What? And listen, mind you, consumers we care about results. So consumers care
Simple.
about results. We don't care now structure and then tally we care about the
okay,
results.
what I'm going
So
to
if
end,
if
what I'm going to end this back and forth is with one, they don't have any solution for us now. Whatever they're going to come about will just be rhetoric.
bro, they have
They
a
are just
solution.
waiting
I
for
tell
the
you, they
Don't
have a
speak for
solution.
them. Don't
Palm.
speak for them.
They have a
Like you are
solution.
speaking like
Don't
you
speak
are the
for them.
government. Are you with them?
Yes, don't speak for them.
We
They
need
have
to
a
question you
solution.
right now. Are you with them?
Yo, trillion.
I am not with them.
You see, like I don't know what he's trying to do, but listen, they have solutions. I tell you, if
Ah,
today now they are to tell MTN to go back to the 5 gig for 3 cities, no, it
Until
can be
that they
done.
roll out that project,
What are you
simple. It
saying?
will be that simple. Just like they are doing the cement. Just like they are trying to check the cement manufacturer.
Charlie, I don't know if you're a government spokesperson or what.
Yeah,
Charlie,
I'm sure. You really need to check in.
yeah.
Anyway,
Charlie,
I just came here
these
to
people,
sort of.
these people, they have solutions. Because when I had the meeting with them, they have solutions. And when the pressure keeps on mounting, the pressure keeps on, these people are going to do something. They have solutions. There is always solution. Don't let anyone deceive you that they don't have solutions. They have solutions. They have solutions. So we are going to keep this campaign going till these people do something about data prices. They have solutions.
You see, it's very sad that we are tolerating the fact that the leaders that we voted into power do not have solutions. I don't get it. I don't get it. So imagine you are um, a private entrepreneur or something, or you manage a company, or you have a company, right? And then you employed someone to take decisions on your behalf for your company, and then the person is not doing what you want the person to do. What do you do? Are you going to say that because the person doesn't have solutions, so you are going to keep the person in your business? I don't just get it. I don't just get it. Sincerely speaking, I don't just get it. They have solutions. I listened to the CEO or something on CTFM the last time. I was so disappointed. I was like, so these are the people at the agency taking decisions on behalf of Ghanaians. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's very, very sad. They have solutions. If they don't have solutions, they don't have any business being part of it. If they don't have any solutions to problems that we are facing right now, because we voted people into power to solve problems. So if you are there to solve a problem and you don't have any idea about the problem that we voted you to solve, then what's the essence of you being at the office? So we don't have to even like be saying they don't have solutions or something. If they don't have the solutions, they should get out. It's simple as that. They should get out. See, some of us are heavy users, right? We are heavy users. And if I tell you the amount of money that I'm spending on data, it's sickening. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Sincerely speaking, it doesn't make sense. Irrespective of any, like, whoever is in power, the amount that we are spending on data in Ghana here is sickening. Right now, you are saying you are enrolling a digital school. I can tell you on the fact that right now it is even expensive to join online class in Ghana than you taking the transportation to join the physical class at any campus. It's serious. It's serious, guys. So we shouldn't let some petty issues. Let's be focused. Let's be focused and then channel our energy to to the government, whoever is like Twitter said, we don't care if it's the government. The government needs to do certain things to ensure that the telcos are doing things right. They were offering 5 days for the zone bundle or something. They came out to say NCA said they should stop. NCA said they should stop. That is what MTN said. So it is actually from the NC. It is from the NC. I don't like the. I don't know why they don't want to keep these telecommunication companies open markets. Let them compete among themselves. You know, I am getting emotional.
So right now, if you think so, like you were saying, if NCA can have the power to tell MTN to cut the zone bundle, don't you think they have the power to tell them to cut the prices too? They have the power. You understand?
Yes, yes, they have. That is what I'm saying.
So if my guy is saying they don't have the solution, nah, that one there, nah.
They do have the
Of
solution.
course.
And if they don't have the solution, they don't have any business in that office.
They can bring expertise from all around the world to fix it.
See, they don't even need the expertise. What expertise do they need? It's not like they owe the MTN or they Telecel or something. They are just sitting at the office giving orders to this telco.
Yeah.
To do that, implementing taxes that will affect. That is doing. It's not. They are not doing anything technical. They are not doing anything technical at their office. You see, most of the software that they are using to monitor what the telcos are doing are being outsourced outside. It's not like we are developing or we have developers among them that are doing the development. No. You bought and train people to manage the system. It's sad. And guy, it's very sad. You see, it's very sad. It's very sad. What they are doing is very. You have a vice president that is championing digitalization and big expensive in Ghana, and it's like they don't want to say anything about it. They don't want to say anything about it. It's sad.
Exactly. Digitalization is all about internet. Like internet plays a major role in that. If you're taking everything digital, actually, like that's exactly what you're trying to tell us. We have to
Yo, bro, you see, you are not lying. You are not lying. But that's why I came back at him that he's saying that digitization is not a big deal na PDF na. Hey, but then earlier this year when this submarine cable thing came, Charlie,
exactly
80% or 90% of the businesses in the country, yes, they were not functioning because why? Most of them relied on internet. So good if you tell us that and any big deal there, massa, it's a very big deal.
Of course.
It's a very big deal because for the little I know, if the prices of data bundles are affordable, a lot of people can even get online on like this online your friends and remote works to do. You get it.
Exactly.
But at the end of the pay now I hear good, the pay is not much. So your friends the pay that you're taking, then you're buying this, big bundles. And then it will shock you that you buy empty and sometimes you buy empty within 1 minute, 2 minutes, you have used about 50%. Hey, Charlie, 50%. You see, so these are the causes that we are fighting for. That bro, listen, like seriously, hey, Uber to me at today tapa less than a minute. They'll tell you that you've used 50%.
Oh yeah.
Why?
I have
Charlie.
And what even the worry me much be? And what even the worry me much be? MTN is selling 35 megabyte data. Like, how will you even sell 35 megabytes? It doesn't even know the web page. It wouldn't even know the web page.
Yes, you see, but then we are enduring it because the people put at that place. I feel like most of them don't know their left and right too, because we are telling you that Charlie,
35
we are suffering. Do something about it. Yes, do something about it, and then you release a letter trying to justify. Charlie,
if you type google.com safe and you know now
that letter that NCA issued was not right to compare data pricing of 2023 whilst we're in 2024. It was rubbish, to say the least.
Always taking us back. Like
Number
they're
two,
always taking us back.
yes, it was
and you
to say
get
the
and
least.
you get someone to come and justify. I tell you, you get someone to always come and justify.
To say the least. It was very rubbish to say the least. Now, what they could have done was, like, it is also equally wrong to do regional pricing when it comes to data allocation, because population is key, availability is key, because we can't compare our market to that of Nigeria and then South Africa.
Accessibility to is key.
Because
You cannot ignore accessibility by
if we
only
have
calling out.
an established 40 million people on a buying bundle,
I don't really know what this guy
who
wants to
has.
see, but then
What I'm trying to tell you is, like, there are a lot of parameters when it comes to pricing. You can't do regional. You can't compare our pricing mechanism to that of Nigeria or South Africa, even though it's the same
But
MTN.
Charlie, you like saying parameters and structures and something. No,
yeah,
Charlie.
Charlie, or yes, I in Kofona, before we do the right thing, strike chest, then delete tactics.
Debbie, and yes, Mami Chelsea, Mami can be in Tom. So, to be honest, I'm just saying some three things. It will come to bear between now and the end of the year. Number one,
Ghana Hana one. The Parodo now or like they know woman but sometimes them politicians in the back deceive. They know
They know,
everything, but they
yes,
don't
bro.
want to just speak
Yes,
out.
you're 100% right. They know the right thing. They know the right thing.